to my mother's. Gonna spend a few days with her before I, go officially into quarantine mode or self-isolation mode again. So, why I wanted to jump on today is it's in follow-up sort of to what I was talking about a few days ago. The idea of being with yourself exactly where you're at, whether that's sad or mad. You might be joyous, you could be in an amazing state of alignment, or you might be having a really rough day, and no matter where you're at, it's important to just sort of love yourself and be with yourself regardless. So I wanted to talk about this morning I woke up. Okay, so one of my mentors and idols, even though one of my mentors, don't know her personally, but I love her, and she's who I aspire to be. When I envision myself in 5 years time, 10 years time, and what I would love to have my work do is what she currently does. So that's Gabby Bernstein. And I woke up this morning to a live video from her on Instagram, and it was perfect because my last couple of videos are number one, the first ones I've recorded, period. But number two, it was no makeup, sweatshirt, hair all over the place. But it was I felt inspired to come on and say something, and I knew I needed to, so I did it. And it's exactly what she did this morning. But her message was so similar. It was about, I think her words are, show up for what's up. So if it's anger, like it was for me, or sadness, or whatever, we're dealing with a lot right now. Whether it's affecting us on a personal level or just collectively, we're in a collective worldwide, stage of grief. There is a lot going on, and it just shows up in so many different ways. So what I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about right now is some tools, or a tool, I should say. So yesterday I was talking about just be with it, recognize yourself where you're at, love yourself regardless. Okay, look at the water again. Literally, this is probably, there's a lot of places. I love the Arboretum, I love here, I love the University District, but this is still pretty magical. Okay, getting sidetracked by the water. Focus. Okay, tools. So if you're sad or mad or whatever, what Gabby was talking about, which is something I actually do fairly regularly, is, sort of imagine it in the context of your inner child. So I'm going to walk you through an example for me. There's a lot, as I'm sure there is in your own life, of uncertainty out there, and I don't really know, 2 months from now where I'm going to be living. I have options. I'm not going to be homeless. I'm either going to be with my cousin or with somebody else. I'm not going to be alone, but I don't know what it looks like. I don't know. There's just so many things going on in my life that are causing me anxiety, relationship-wise, work-wise, living-wise, just in general. And it's when I feel that anxiety, I recognize it, oh, I'm feeling anxious, which that takes a little bit too. It took me a little bit to recognize I was in anger earlier this week because I kept pretending I was okay. So I recognize it, but then I place it in the context of my inner child. So if I was Maria, little Maria, what would be the words that I would need to hear? How can I hold myself, this little anxious girl who is scared because she doesn't know what's happening? Where would I hold her, and what would I say? So it's feels weird to do this with people walking by. Gotta get used to that. So I'm gonna just stop and talk for a second here. So what I would do is I would get her clear in my mind. So I'm picturing me about 3 years old, and I'm not necessarily pinpointing it to a situation, but I am pinpointing it to a feeling. So there's a 3 or 4-year-old Maria that lives inside me who is really scared. She's really scared. She doesn't feel safe. That's it. That's what it is for me. It might look different for you. So she doesn't feel safe. She doesn't know what home is. She doesn't know what home is. She doesn't feel at home and she feels scared. So then I see that, I recognize it. I realize that there is a little version of me that is scared. And then I myself, as in me, present day Maria, holds her. Literally, I just say, I see you. I see you, Maria, and I hear you, and I love you, and I'm sorry. I don't negate her feelings. I do not say, do not be scared. There's nothing to be scared about, which is a lot of times we'll negate that real feeling that we're feeling because we've been told that by society, whoever, that like feeling it is not okay. So first off, I see her, I feel her, I feel into that, and I say, I'm sorry that you're scared. I'm sorry that that you feel alone. That's another thing that I feel in there. Sorry that you feel alone, but I see you. I see you, Maria, and I hear you, and I want you to know that it is okay. There is so much going on in the world right now. There is so much that has changed for us in the last 2 weeks. We thought we knew what was going to happen a month from now. We thought we were going to be traveling the world. We're not. And it's okay. It's okay to be scared and sad. It's okay. But I want you to know, Maria, that I'm here. That I'm here and that I'm holding you and that I love you and I'm not going anywhere. So know that it is okay to be scared. Know that, but also know that I'm not going anywhere. I'm with you. You're not alone. We're in this together and I love you. And that, doing that exercise gives me so much peace. Like me right now, Maria, present day, peace, because I've recognized within myself where I was fearful and I held myself. I sent myself some love and I acknowledged, most importantly, that it's okay. It is absolutely okay, given everything that's going on in our current world, to feel this way. Whether it's fear or anger or anxiousness, any of those things. Like when we keep telling ourselves that we're okay, that's when it gets worse because we're not admitting the real honest feeling in order to be able to move through it, in order to be able to allow it and move and embrace it and move through it. So I just wanted to give you guys just one tool. There's a lot out there. I'll probably record some other videos. The next time I'm feeling really triggered, actually, I'll walk you through another thing that I do, which is feeling into the body. So I'm feeling anger. Where in the body is it? Does it have a shape? Does it have a color? So I'll talk you guys through that the next time it's in me, so you guys can experience it. But I just wanted to pop in here and say that you're not alone. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. And if you're not feeling triggered or sad or mad, then amazing. Celebrate that too. We all have different journeys. They show up in different ways. The most important thing is to honor exactly where you're at. Know that it's okay. And if you need to give your inner child, if she or he is pissed or sad or mad or anxious, whatever, if they need some comforting today, then give them a little bit of comfort, because you would be surprised at how healing of a practice and an exercise that can all be. So a little bit of a longer video today. I'm going to continue on to my mother's, but I love you guys. I hope you're doing well out there. Yeah, I love you. I appreciate you, and take care of yourselves. Okay, speak soon.